Like a young bad news Barrett, I'm afraid I've got some bad news as it's time for It's So Hard to Say Goodbye, Part 20.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another edition of That's So Hard to Say Goodbye, a continuing journey into my action figure collection, my action figure life. In today's video, a little bit special as we're at That's So Hard to Say Goodbye, Part 20, and we're going to do Part 20, we're going to do it up big, as this is a big collection that's leaving my personal collection, and we've all been there. We've all sold stuff because we weren't feeling it anymore. Maybe we needed the cash, maybe we needed some of that sweet cash. Who knows? There's always different reasons for collecting and always different reasons for leaving collecting something, and I'll explain those once we get into it here. But it's always tough because at one time or another, this is what you wanted to spend your money on. You were buying this figure in this case here, and you were choosing to buy this over whatever else you could have bought at the time. So it's always interesting, the ebbs and flows of collecting, and there's many reasons people get out of different collections and collecting in general. But here for Series 20 of this continuing saga on this channel, we always see what's coming in on weekly purchases, and I always say, hey, when it's time to cut bait with a collection, we always talk about that as well. And this one is one I've been threatening, I've been talking about getting rid of for the last 6 months. Devil and angel on my shoulders back and forth, but I finally decided it's time to cut bait and move on. I don't want to, but I feel like I have to, and I'm going to explain it. But video 20 here, we're saying it's so hard to say goodbye to the WWE Ultimate Edition's Mint on Card collection. I know I'm not the only one that's had to do this, and I didn't even bring them all here, as there's like 60 some figures I think in the total collection as of right now, but I gotta bring a big stack of them out here for right now, at least, to get the point across here. But the Ultimate Edition Mint on Card collection, I've been a part of the Double Up Club since day one with these Ultimates. I said, you know what? I love the idea that they're the ultimate versions of figures, personalities, whatever you want to say. The ultimate versions, this is worthy of a Double Up Club, and I've been Double Up since day one. However, at the end of last year, I was really doubting that, as originally when the Ultimate Edition started out, we were looking at maybe 4 to 6, 6 to 7, 8, something like that a year. They were not putting these out on a regular basis. There was 2 in a set, there was no store exclusives, there was no Amazon ringside exclusives. It was just 2 that usually went to Target is where you would find these at, of course. Still do, of course, as well. But there was none of these exclusives. There was none of that going on. It felt like a very premium subset of a collection, much like the Defining Moments, which this did replace at the time. So it felt special, it felt different, and it felt like it wasn't going to be like collecting Mint on Card Elites, which is almost impossible, and nobody has all the room for that. That's why I'm a loose collector, as you guys know. And I'm still going to be a loose collector of the Ultimate Editions going forward. However, once last year, 2023 really hit, and we saw all these Walmart exclusives, then these Target exclusives, then Amazon exclusives, then ringside exclusives, then the main line going from 2 characters to 3, and then the Bianca Belairs and the Bobby Lashley. And nothing against them. Bobby Lashley, one of my favorite performers. It just didn't feel ultimate. I felt like an ultimate should almost be like a Defining Moment. It should be based on, hey, here is a specific attire, here is a big deal representation of that. Now I feel like we're not there, and it almost feels just like another line, and of course it feels like Mattel's just cashing in on, as they should. They're a business, that's what they should do, and if there is demand for it, guess what? They're going to keep pumping out, because once again, we got our business hat on. They are a business. So I understand Mattel. I don't fault Mattel. Lines change, lines grow, lines go away, lines get bigger, lines carry on. There's all the other colors of the rainbow for collecting. I understand it, I get all of it. But for me, the Ultimate Editions, they were getting to be too many. and finding the space to display all these mint in box, where originally I had these all like this and I had the figure in front of it loose. Then I decided, hey, I'll put them sideways like a library. I'll put the loose figure in front. But now we're at one full bookcase. We're into a second bookcase, and there's no sign of this slowing down in 2024. We're just going to be adding more figures now with Target making chase editions. I said, you know what? Something's got to give at the end of the day, and that's what we all have to do as collectors. We look in the mirror. We look deep in our soul and say, what are we going to do here? This can't continue because there's too many. And, of course, finances. That's another big part of all that. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go just loose. Obviously, loose, a lot easier. And at heart, I'm a mint on card guy. You guys know this. I've talked about that many times on the channel. But as much stuff as I collect, there's no way I could be mint on card. There'll never be enough room. And I know I'm the first to admit it. I got more room than the average Joe out there. No pun intended with the Joe fans. But I got a lot of room for this stuff. But even I don't have room for all the mint on card ultimates. And something's got to give. And that's why I'm saying it's so hard to say goodbye. And it is sad to see them leave my collection. I don't want them necessarily to leave. But I'm still going to have the loose ones. I'm still going to unbox them. I'm still going to have all that enjoyment. And at the end of the day, I'm going to save quite a lot of money at the end of the year that I can put towards different collection stuff. So it's a win-win. It's no hard feelings. I love the Ultimate Editions. I hope they carry on. Give me more Ultimate Warriors. How about that? The Ultimate Warrior. I'm here for more of those. I like what they're doing. I just can't be a mint on card collector anymore. So these guys, unfortunately, their time has come. Time to move on from the collection here. So that's it. That's the Ultimate Editions leaving the collection. But what say you guys and gals? I don't think I'm the only one doing this. I think a lot of people have dropped out of the Ultimate Completist out there, be it loose or mint. There's just getting to be so many figures, it's very, very tough to do, especially if you're a member of the Double Up Club. And I don't think I'm alone with people dropping out of the Double Up Club on the Ultimate Editions. But let me know your thoughts in the comments about these Ultimate Editions, or what you had to say goodbye to recently. Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. And of course, you guys know we got 2 YouTube channels going, and we got both those videos from both channels going over to the Patreon earlier than traditional YouTube. So it's one of the many bonuses of being a Patreon member. Best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel by being a free Patreon member. Hit the link in the description down below. And of course, don't forget ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for another edition of That's So Hard to Say Goodbye with special number 20 episode, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.